Welcome back to the third quarter of the BOBBY003 show, along with my sidekick, Andrew Gitros.
Good morning.
And we finished up with the bail bond pictures, and I think we showed the young girls with the Girl Scout troop, and they are going on a cruise, and that's what they were raising money for. And you see those bananas right there? That's what I had. I had a banana. Didn't have any at the house, so I ate a banana.
Some potassium.
Get that potassium. And then, of course, Kenny Lagrange was there. That's Kenny in the tan top coat. And his friend, and I guess you could call it a new type neighbor, Mr. Ellisby Avenue. And they bought one, possibly two of the horses in the sale, and bid on several others. But, when the price got kind of high, they just backed off. And they had about any type pricing you wanted, from $100 on up to several thousands of dollars.
Root beer to champagne.
Yep, I guess you could say that too, and that you'd still be correct there. But had a good time, and these three men are viewers of the BOBBY003 show, and they're from the Karen Crow area, and we say good morning to you all. I'm sorry I didn't get the names, and you say they look like they could be brothers.
They could be related. I mean,
could be related.
They all got that grayish hair and mustaches and the same smile.
And a good smile. You bet. You
probably
bet.
cousins.
Typical. And then this is Mr. Johnny Raymond. And Mr. Johnny is one of the owners of Buck and Johnny's Pizzeria in downtown Breaux Bridge. This picture was taken by a friend of his and sent to me. And the next day I attended the State Boxing Commission, on which I serve, and Mr. Johnny served until he ran into that medical health issues. So he volunteered to, give the spot to someone that could be more regular and attend every month. And so I took this picture and showed it to all the members, and of course they all loved Mr. Johnny. And I gave him a telephone call, and everybody wished him a Happy New Year. So Mr. Johnny and Miss Courtney, good morning to you all. Certainly hope that the health issues can remain under control and in good shape. And
he's a war hero that does a lot for the veterans.
Oh, a war hero. He was a
ranger.
Army Ranger. And that is the equal to the Navy SEAL.
Right.
And very, very very charitable man. I want to go a little bit further and mention that. Thank you, Mr. Johnny, for being my friend.
And you know what I did? I went to Baton Rouge and I toured the Shaw Center, the Shaw Center for the Arts, with an architect. Showed us all about what they're doing in downtown Baton Rouge, how they're trying to keep the economy going, and how this building's won all kind of different awards. Where, see all that glass? It's not windows, it's glass on the outside of the building in the Mississippi River. If you ever get a chance to go visit down there, they've got, anytime they got theater, music, comedians down there.
Well, tell them the real idea of going there.
Well, and
tsunamis
on the top. You can eat at tsunamis, get some good sushi. That's excellent.
Then you can really see.
That's right.
Downtown, the river, and
it's beautiful. That's where I took this photo, was from Tsunami's balcony there.
There you go.
On my way back, I take a picture of a sunset for BOBBY003, who likes those sunsets.
Love those sunsets, and everyone is different. And if you don't agree with me, just start being a careful watcher, and you're going to see everyone is different.
We've got Steamboat Warehouse we talked about earlier. Their 7th annual Gumbo Cook Off in conjunction with Frank's Downtown. They do it over at Frank's right there on Highway 190 as you come into town. It's going to be Saturday, January 26th from 8 a.m. until, it's all to help Maya Norris, who has cancer, was diagnosed at age 13. She's now 14. If you want to help, call Holly at 351-8902, or you can call Tim Marks, 658-1108. They're looking for donations right now. Maybe you want to donate items for their auction. Maybe you want to donate money. Maybe you want to cook at the event, and you can get registered to cook for the Gumbo Cook-Off that's there.
Okay, Mutz's Comedy Tour is coming to Opelousas, Delta Grand Theater, 8 p.m. this Friday, January 11th, at 120 South Market Street. And of course, the building has been completely renovated, very, very nice for this type function, and it's a family affair. And then the following night, on Saturday, we have the Our Lady Queen of Angels Junior High School Youth Group is sponsoring the All-Star Cajun Comedy Tour, and that's Kent Gonsoulin, Jonathan Perry, that's State Senator Jonathan Perry, I might add, and Murray Conk. And Murray Conk sat next to me at the sale, the horse sale, and I didn't get a picture of him. Now, that's a shame, Bobby.
Murray, tell him next time I take you a picture.
Yeah, and Bobby Duhan was sitting there. I had two good characters.
That's characters.
That's characters to show. They'll make you laugh.
That's right.
And both of them. And Bobby is funny, you know, and he knows everybody. And he's got a little nick. He's kind of another Attaway Dawbone. Knows everybody and remembers a little something about everybody, which makes him very popular in large groups. But this should be really good. This is going to take place January the 12th, which is this Saturday, at the Lady Queen of Angels Church Hall, and the doors open at 6 p.m. So two good events, and it's family oriented. And these Cajun joke tellers were winners of the when we used to have the annual international joke telling contest here in Opelousas. All three of these gentlemen were winners of the contest. They're good.
Dixie Storage, all your storage needs, personal, commercial, throughout St. Landry Parish. 3 huge locations. They've got additional warehouses. If you're a business looking for a full warehouse setup, they can do that with loading docks. They've got railroad spur access. They've got certified scales if you're a trucker that you can go and bring your loads and get them all nice and weighed. They also can finish delivering your load with their Dixie One Trucking. Can finish delivering your load maybe to Walmart if you're a Walmart trucker, or any one of these other distribution centers along I-49 and I-10. They can handle that for you. They can do inventory control for you. They've got their sister company, A Plus Glass, with locations in Opelousas and in Lafayette. They can do all your glass from auto, personal, commercial.
And in Opelousas, the large trucks can be inspected there, and that is not something that's offered in many, many places.
Everything from your subcompact.
And you drive in and you drive through the building regardless of the weather.
Easy to get in.
If they can do it, they'll do it. And
I got to get my truck inspected. That reminds me. And how about one more sponsor? LHC Group, all your home health care needs. LHC Group can help you with everything from the equipment, the lift chairs, the special beds, the oxygen gear. Maybe you need the help, the nurses, the therapists, the rehab folks. They can get all that for you as well. Locations throughout the entire North American continent. Man, I'm getting big today. They can help you with that. They got the Health and Wellness Center in Opelousas. They do hospice care. They do palliative care as well. Louisiana Healthcare Group, all about helping people.
Looking back, it says the top 10 stories in the Acadiana area, Lafayette area, and one, of course, was the murder of Mickey Shunick, and the eventual located person who murdered the young lady. And of course, he confessed and was given a life sentence. Well, don't you know that he wants to recant his confessions? And they'll start all over. Can you imagine how this is going to be hard on the Shunick family and all of her dear close friends? I mean, this is almost unheard of.
And the Pate family as well. Remember, he also confessed to the Pate murders.
But we, of course, knew the Mickey Shunick was right there, recent. And this is going to start. So in your prayers tonight, pray for that family that they can go through this again in a sane way. And it's got to be tough. I mean, you know, it was, we mentioned here on this program when he confessed that it brought a closure to the family and
at least
the friends.
they knew what happened.
What happened, who made it happen. And then now he's going to recant it. And one more person I want to talk briefly about is Carrie Daigle. Carrie Daigle just came out with a little small book, and you can see this bookmark right here is where I read, in a few minutes I read about half of the book, well, about 40% of the book. And the name of the book is Dreams, Fairy Tales, and Miracles. And it's things I learned about success. This is Carrie talking. Things I learned about success from Mama and Papa Daigle. And he goes on to speak, and he shows a little picture of, in here, of the little house that they owned on the corner of Berthoud Avenue and Railroad, Parkview Avenue. Parkview, it becomes Parkview right the next block. Railroad Avenue is where that was. And I'm very familiar because we used to live on Wayne Street. You had to cross the railroad track and turn left a couple of blocks. And so we passed there all the time. And Mama and Papa were very often, just like he states in the book here, sitting on the front porch. And you didn't see Carrie there because Carrie was out there hustling, cutting grass, delivering newspapers, and one thing and another. And I remember the first time I met him, and he's never put this in a book that I've seen. He does thank me for the help I gave him. I am acknowledged in the book, which I thank you, Carrie. But a little story, he walked in one day, this is many, many years ago. I don't know if I had anyone but maybe Ms. Darbone as a secretary, Miss Frances Darbone. Good morning, Miss Frances. And walked in and said he was recommended to see me, that I'd possibly help him get a motor vehicle dealer's bond. He wanted to go into the used car business. And I can remember he was nicely dressed in khaki pants and a nice shirt. And I talked with him a few minutes. I said, yeah, I'll go ahead and countersign the application and guarantee the $5,000 bond. He says, you will? And I'll never forget, he said, I guess he said to himself, this guy's easy. And anyhow, we became very good friends then, and of course, we're still very good friends. And he did go into the used car business. I don't know that he says that in his book here, but he did go into the business and was successful for quite a number of years. About that same time, he was working over at Swallow's Dinner Club at night. And anyhow, I don't want to tell you all about the book, but it's a real neat little book, and it's a kind of a small book. Maybe that's what I need to start out with.
Start small?
Start small.
There you go.
That's how I started my business.
That's
very
how it works.
Small. Carrie, thanks for this autographed copy.
Next Tuesday, the 15th at 5:30, you can go by Opelousas Catholic. They're having their open house. If you want to get registered and meet the people to see if you want to interested in enrolling your child from preschool to 12th grade, you can call Opelousas Catholic at 942-5404. And the chamber banquet's coming up January 31st. That's the end of this month.
No, that's been changed. They're going to March. They didn't have enough time. You see, they used to do it later. Right. They were trying to move it up, but right. In today's paper, and I didn't get to talk to Miss Frankie. Frankie, give us a call and give us a little bit of information. We don't want to get the people
moving too quick.
Moving too quick this particular time.
Send us the update, Casey.
On New Year's Eve, went by and visited briefly at Evangeline Downs Hotel. Ricky Terrio, I don't believe I gave this story last week.
I don't believe.
Ricky Terrio, Donald Watkins, and Ronnie Spira, and myself have rented the large suite. I'll get the word out in a minute. And on each side is a bedroom that you can rent, or you don't have to rent it, but we rent the whole place out. And this was the third year, and I had been given my money to pay for my share, but I had never even gone. Well, this year I went kind of early and got to visit with them, and I understand that turns out to be a real rot. So if you have maybe an engagement type party or a small wedding, this could certainly accommodate a nice group of people, and the newlyweds could stay in one of the rooms. Wouldn't even have to leave the place after, you know, kind of cutting up, maybe a few drinks and everything. And then your friends can rent rooms, and that's what took place here. I know Lisa and John, Lisa Duplass and John, they stayed there because they attended the party.
If you're having a little party, you don't want to drive back.
And when I stayed about 30, 40 minutes, and when I was leaving, the hotel ran across two people that I had not seen in quite a long time, probably 6, 8 months. And I'm speaking of Huey and Lil Olivier. They had a beautiful, I guess the largest camp, or one of the largest camps, if you want to call it that, at Sycamore Point. The Point, as we refer to it. And they were checking into the hotel. They were going out to dinner with friends, and instead of driving back to New Iberia, where their home is, they decided to stay there, just what I just spoke about.
We got to go to a break. I just dawned on me that we ran out of time.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
We got to take a 1-minute break. We'll be back for the fourth quarter in just a minute.
And we'll finish it up.